Hello, everybody. Welcome to the SketchCraft morning podcast. This is where me, Rob D, aka SketchCraft, attempt to. I try to help everybody in the art community to not end up like me. This is my warning for all you people. Don't do this stuff. It's not worth it. Pick a career where you can feel your feet at 3 a.m. in the morning. What's up, everybody? It's been a while. I have been living in a hole. Here's the thing, folks. I have been finishing up my work on Spyro. I'm literally at the very end of my final piece. And it's where I do a lot of value painting. And then I go and do my color. And I have a little bit of color to do, and I'm done on my final piece. And I just thought now would be a good time to take a break and collect some of my thoughts and think about how life's been since December 20th or so, 2017. That's when I started work on the game. And it's just been amazing. It's been an amazing, positive, and at times, challenging experience, just because the amount of talent these guys have. It's just, if you haven't seen the trailer for Spyro Reignited, please go look. They just have some talented, from the artists all the way through the goddamn 3D modelers, programmers, and animators. So it's just been an amazing experience to finally get to do concept art on a game, and it to be something that just, it's like this game, but I had to step my game up. Unfortunately, can't show you guys anything because it's the way it works. Eventually, I'm certain they'll release our efforts in some form or another. However, what you will be seeing is how I pull back in all of these techniques I've been developing into my art in any way I can. Probably through digital commissions, because I do such a variety of stuff. I don't have to keep. I don't want to lose. How do I say this? Folks, you can lose skill sets if you don't use them enough. So I'll be offering some digital commissions, and when those digital commissions aren't being utilized, I'll just have to work in a little fan art here and there so I can keep that skill set going. I don't know what my next gig will be. We will wait and see. In the meantime, I am preparing to go to E3 next month. E3, and I will be going. So the last time, if you don't know what E3 is, do you? Do you know what E3 is? So E3 is a big convention historically for press and for retailers and stuff to go see all the new games coming out and to announce them and to do pre-orders and shit like that. Past couple years, it's moved into also including the public, so it gets pretty crowded down there. The last time I went 2 years straight when I was a game fan, representing game fan. 2010 and 11, it was for the announcement of the 3DS, and then the next year the announcement of the Wii U. It was the last 2 years Nintendo did an actual E3 press conference. So I'd always been a dream of mine to go to a Nintendo press conference and see Miyamoto in person, and I finally got to do it. And when they announced new systems back to back, the 3DS one year and then the next year the Wii U. But it was a little bit of a hollow victory, those E3s, because as great that experience was for me, because as a fanboy, the process of working a game fan was so, depressing, that it was very stressful to be there. I rarely could afford to be there. They never had the hotel room worked out right, or parking wasn't paid for, and it would be like $60 out of my wallet a day. And it was just a Fargan nightmare. This time, though, I'm going with the Megavisions crew and Sega Nerds guys. We got an Airbnb across the street, and we're gonna be going there because I have taken over art director responsibilities for Megavisions magazine. So Megavisions, those are the guys. So they started out as a site called Sega Nerds about 16 years ago, and they've been covering all Sega Dreamcast stuff. And there's two guys that run it, Chris and Graham. And Chris did some work at Retro Magazine. That's where I did the first two covers. I did Mighty Number 9, and then I did River City Ransom cover, and then I did the Leia Star Wars with all the plushies and toys and games and stuff back in 2015. And Chris did some freelance for them and saw the cover art and started forming together a digital magazine called Megavisions, which would be like the Sega version of Nintendo. If you remember, Sega had their own magazine called Sega Visions back in the day, if you aren't aware of that. So Megavisions would be like this all digital magazine they were going to do. And they asked if I would do the cover for issue 1, and I saw what they were putting together and their long-term goals for the book, which wasn't just, a few issues and moving on in life. They really have some long-term goals. And I said, hey, they were going to Kickstarter to do 6 or 7 issues, and so 6 issues. I said, why don't I just do all the covers, all 6 issues? We can build some consistency, develop the tone of the magazine, and then that's one less thing you have to worry about. So they said, awesome. And that's exactly what I did. I did all 6 covers. And then along the way, we managed to integrate some artwork from Ashley and Luis Martin, a game developer, indie developer. He actually did this demo they put together back 10 years ago for Chrono Trigger 3D. It was going to be a Chrono Trigger 3D remake that Square kiboshed around 2004, 2005. Luis has had a hand in that. He works at Ubisoft now. But he's been doing some dope art in there too. And so they've been planning to go to print. And so they saw a lot of the stuff I've been doing with Game Cave and said, hey, would you be willing to give us some feedback on what they've been working on for print version of Megavisions? And I was like, yeah, let me look at it. And I saw what they were working on, and I said, hey, looks great, but I've had this vision for a modern game magazine since Game Fan I couldn't do. And even though I plan on doing this game magazine stuff with Game Cave, my goals long-term with Game Cave are purely fictional, really. They're webcomic, visual novel stuff. So what about this? And I showed some samples of what they could do. And they're like, man, we can't make that. Like, just they didn't have the skill set. And so I said, well, why don't I, so I didn't really pitch it, but it came to be where I designed the magazine, and then they got a guy over there, Graham, pretty dope guy. He builds a version of it off my thumbnails, and then I sort of do the final touches and rendering, and so we've been doing that. We've been putting that together, and no one's seen anything yet. We will show all that sometime around E3. And that's for an actual physical printed magazine, man. They're going to go to Patreon, do all that stuff. So it's fun. I'll be going to E3 with a new magazine, the way I always wanted to do one, with the cover art and my kind of design style, and with a game there at E3. How cool is that, right? Folks, it just goes to show that if you're willing to keep doing the same thing over and over again and starve and live in your stinky sketch cave. Seriously, I run a lot of Sensi stuff in this place, but today it might just be that I've been in here for several hours, so I just need to step out. But I gotta tell you, folks, it's getting rough in here, so I gotta definitely air out the sketch cave and do some vacuuming and some clean down and just recover. But that's how it is with any major project, and it's been a while. The Transformers covers were like this. They were definitely just when those hit with going to the Vegas con and all that stuff. Which, by the way, I've canceled. I will not be doing Vegas con ever again. So I got rid of that con. I don't do well at conventions, folks. That's basically it. So I said, why drive the 18 hours down to Vegas or even fly in and spend the money for what is essentially a giant commission gathering scheme when I can just take commissions from home or draw whatever. So I tried it for a few years and I quit. You win some, you lose some. That's how it goes. Sorry, I'm not sniffly or nothing. It's just I sneezed earlier and I haven't really worked that out yet. You don't talk much sitting here. You don't talk much. But E3, so I'm rambling a little bit, folks. This is what do you call that? Loopy, right? Just a little loopy. So I'm looking forward to getting outside tomorrow. And enjoying sunlight. So I have been walking. It's just my hours have been weird, really weird. For 2 weeks, I was working until like 7 or 8 a.m. or 11 a.m. and then sleeping till like 4 or 5 and continuing that process. And this week I've shifted back to like somewhat normal hours where I go to bed around midnight, get up around 7 a.m. But it's currently 12:23, and I don't want this piece to continue into another day. So I'm going to put the extra 2 to 3 hours worth of effort into this and get it shipped over and wrap it up. But, yeah. What else has been going on? Man, everything's been going on. Everything's been going on. Saw Avengers Infinity War. Really enjoyed it, really loved it. I've heard people feel differently, and to that end, I just feel sorry for you. I highly recommend you go back to 1990s 3 through 6 and enjoy my high school years worth of fucking nonsense films. The Crow was it, man. That's all I had. The Crow, The Mask, Batman Forever, that's all I had in terms of movies. So, I love The Crow, and I like The Mask a lot, but, I'm not as demanding these days with films, man, as long as they fucking entertain the shit out of me, and, they don't feel like they're just trying to, I don't feel like they're just trying to steal my money, like they're putting forth the effort, man. The Marvel movies, I started off thinking, and having worked on all those fucking films for the t-shirts, you get tired of it pretty quick. But I thought they really put out a good film. Enjoyed it immensely. And so I'll go see Deadpool 2 this weekend, and then Han Solo. And I get it, folks. I get it if you don't like the movies. I just don't care what you think. Try to see it from my standpoint. I turned 40 this year, right? So I'm a little reflective. And all those years I was growing up, studying art, wanting to be an artist and learn how to create compelling art and sit in my room, whether I was a teenager or in my young 20s, in the army, through college, everything. All those nights and hours and thousands of hours I put into just being able to make images that are in my head and the things that influence me. I never cared what anyone else thought. I never needed anyone else's validation. I was never like, oh, you don't like it, but why you have to? I don't care. It was cool when I found someone else who liked the things I liked, which, believe me, was a fucking rarity, especially in the late 80s and the early 90s. After Kevin Smith sort of took off, more of the kinds of things that I liked, people were willing to admit they liked, But before Mallrats and Clerks, man, I gotta tell you, it was a fucking nightmare just to be able to be like, hey, I like, what is his name? Something could be like, I like Star Wars. I mean, Star Wars wasn't even. You like Star Wars? Star Wars sucks for kids. Shit, you not. So, new Star Wars movie comes out. As long as they aren't making poodoo jokes, I can. And they shoot somewhere in the real world. Yeah, I'm pretty thankful. I haven't had a chance to play any games. I did load up my Switch the other day, and I got stuck updating for like hours. I did get a grip for my Switch, so it's the Ozius, something like that. But it's like a rubber grip, but it actually has like handles, right? Sort of like rubber pop outs on the back, so my hands won't hurt. And then I got a case that fits it. So I'm actually looking forward to that. And I can play some Breath of the Wild and continue my Mario Odyssey and my Sonic Mania. And then I got the Sonic commission to do, and I got Darksiders to draw, and I got a big Spyro piece I'm working on for somebody I can't talk about right now. Probably shouldn't even mention that, but hey, it happens. And what else? Might have another game thing soon, but I can't talk about it. So we'll see. We shall see, folks. Something else too. So people have been leaving me a lot of questions. Like, hey Rob, can you answer this, answer that? I will be doing more art tips pretty soon. When I say soon, I mean soon. Don't like to give a lot of specific dates, but soon. So we'll be doing that. We're also going to be doing something regularly with Brandon because I'm doing all the breakdowns for his commissions now, and he will do reconstruction and cleanup. So we can go over my original roughies and see where he ended up with those commissions, and if he improved on it or if he fucking whiffed it. That'll be fun, right? We'll start that. That'll be cool. And then just continuing game. Oh yeah, so in the Megavisions magazine, for those people who've hung out this long, I will be getting 6 pages to putting Game Cave. So what I've been working on with Game Cave for that Kickstarter, I will be able to start to put into there, and that will be fun too. So they can get a little non-Sega stuff in there, have some Super Nintendo, some different things. And as I sort of move forward with Game Cave, been doing a lot there. Just haven't shared a lot of it, so I'll be doing another Game Cave update soon. Folks, I don't understand this. Look, if you're feeling like you're not motivated, I'll tell you what it is. It's because you're either burned out or you don't have people depending upon you to get shit done. That's where I shine, right? Like when people really depend upon me to get shit done, I come through. So, yeah. What else? Oh, I got some watercolor pencils. I'm going to start using those. I never do. I mostly just use these liquid inks and stuff, but I want to be doing that. And that'll be fun. Do some of that soon. Just because, if I have to go on the road and do commissions at any point in time, I want a completely mobile setup. Speaking of which, I started using Clip Studio Paint to do Brandon's breakdowns. I got it on the iPad, and it's like $71 a year, some bullshit like that. So I bought it for 1 year. We'll see how it goes. I enjoy drawing with that more than Procreate, but Procreate does screen capture as you draw, which is pretty amazing. So I don't know. I think I'll use it for the remainder of his commission, his first one, and then I'll go back and use Procreate for one. And if I can't tell the difference, then I won't continue on with Clip Studio. And if I can, then screen capture. What else? Oh, I got my 8th daily deviation on DeviantArt. Hey folks, if you don't like DeviantArt and you think they suck, try to understand this. I have gotten most of my freelance work because of my DeviantArt posts. So, employers, they look there. Maybe you kids out there don't like it. Maybe you think it's stupid, it doesn't count. But employers still look there. And so when you can get some recognition on the site, it helps. It doesn't hurt. So, still haven't broke 1 million views, though. I don't think I ever will, but would have been cool. But hey, I got the 8th one for the Battletoads piece. So it's nice to get a little recognition for the Battletoads piece. I'm thinking I may want to resubmit my work to Imagine FX again. The last time I did that was in 2012, and I got Artist of the Month. So I'm thinking, it's been 6 years. I think after I get done with the X-Men and Darksiders piece, I'll probably do that, or I might just do it anyway. Submit some of the stuff I've been doing. What else? Is there anything else? Music should be queuing up soon. Watched Cobra Kai. That was awesome. Lots of fun. Loved it. Finished Girls' Last Tour, the anime. Love that. What else? Still gotta watch Man in the High Castle Season 2, Westworld Season 2. And, I haven't watched Jessica Jones Season 2. So, still gotta get to that. Anything else can I think of? Is there anything I'm looking forward to? Incredibles 2. Looking forward to Solo. I can't wait to see Bradford Young's cinematography. Big fan of his work. And I'm looking forward to invoicing for all this work I've done. No. I'm hoping to meet some of these cats from Toys from Bob at E3. So I'm hoping I'm able to at least say hello and shake a few hands. So that will be amazing. And I'm also looking forward to you guys and gals out there to get to see Megavisions. Because if you're thinking, what, another game magazine? Trust me on this. Nothing looks like this. I can assure you that. So we gonna make something collectible, not disposable. That's how we do it here at SketchCraft. And I got some more Game Cave updates coming soon. Jess has been doing a lot of 3D modeling. I've been doing final layout stuff. So I'll be able to get to wrapping that stuff up soonish. Man, I think I covered everything. Normally I have a little list of shit I go through, but oh, there's the music. Means we're almost out of here. Anything else, guys? No, I can't really think of anything. Voted today. That was fun. Little quick thought on voting. If you think, hey, I don't like to vote because my team never wins, just remember this. My dad was a Chargers fan for 30-something years. They always lost. And he never voted because he said his team never won. But every year the Chargers would lose. And yet every year he'd swear the next year they'd win. So, just think, if your team didn't win this time, you gotta think long term. That's how I think about SketchCraft. This is long term. This podcast, it comes and goes, but it'll never go away. That's it. Talk to y'all soon. Bye, everybody.